Wrapped in gold, but it's weighing me down. Step through the mirror, a glass breaking crown. Eyes on my neck, can you feel my pulse? I wear the world, but it's not enough. Leather and silk, yeah, they stitch up my seams, but I'm just a mannequin built on your dreams. Pretty on paper, a ghost underneath. Smile for the picture, but don't let me breathe. Pride on my body, feel the power in the seams. Every stitch a story sewn from my dreams. Black and white, it's classic, timeless design. I'm living my truth in a proud state of mind. Diamonds talk, but I'm silent inside. Lipstick lines where my secrets hide. Every step is a crack in the floor. High heels sinking, I can't take much more. Silhouettes follow, they're haunting my glow, but shadows don't care where the spotlight goes. I'm just a showpiece they dress up and sell, a dream they design, but I live in the hell. Right on my body, feel the power in the seams. Every stitch a story sewn from my dreams. Black and white, it's classic, timeless design. I'm living my truth in a proud state of mind. Stitched by a needle that pulls at my pride. Every thread tighter, I'm trapped inside. Fashion's a prison, it's hard to escape. A hand-me-down heart in a custom-made shade. Proud on my body, feel the power in the seams. Every stitch a story sewn from my dreams. Black and white, it's classic, timeless design. I'm living my truth in a proud state of mind. Proud on my body, feel the power in the seams. Every stitch a story sewn from my dreams. Black and white, it's classic, timeless design. I'm living my truth in a proud state of mind.
I've seen those sleepless lights, sipped on the champagne life. New York City, high dollar tipsy, and I felt an LA sun, cruising up Highway 1. Picture perfect, that red sting was worth it. I've been to some parties, seen my name on marquees, red line in a black Ferrari in the country. But I've never been on top of this world. With one look at one girl, white Adidas on bare feet, t-shirt hiding your two-piece. Angel made for makeup, wake I could only make it. Never have I ever, no, I've never seen something like you. Seen something like you. Moonlight in your blue eyes, light up a midnight ride, slow shadow dancing, it must be magic. You're all seven wonders, wrapped up in one girl, star shooting, breathless as heaven. But I've never been on top of this world. One look at one girl, white Adidas on bare feet, t-shirt hiding your fresh feet. Angel neath the makeup, wake I could only make it. Never have I ever, no, I've never seen something like you. Seen something like you. I've been to some parties, seen my name on marquees, red line in a black Ferrari. But I've never been on top of this world. With one look at one girl, white Adidas on bare feet, t-shirt hiding your two-piece. Angel neath the makeup, wake I could only make it. Never have I ever, no, I've never seen something like you.
Well, another day for the Leafs to lose there, Kinsman.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
I know.
It's gonna be
do.
a big battle.
See,
Game 5, we let you have one back in Ottawa. Now we're on the Leaf turf.
this is the difference
tonight.
between me and you. You don't know, but I know.
Leafs will they're going to come out hard tonight. I don't. Going to be hard pressed to see a game 6. My predictions are Leafs will get her done tonight.
You already changed your opinion from you don't know to you know. This is why I'm not confident in your opinion.
No, this is Leafs should get the job done tonight. If you're up 3-0 in a series, we've let you back in with 1. We should be able to finish it off within the last remaining few games.
When you say we let you in, what type of proof?
The other Leaf.
The other Leaf
fans out there.
What's an example of that to prove what you're talking about?
Leaf fans.
Leaf fans. All right, so no example. So that means the Sens win. I can guarantee you that. I also guarantee you this, Kinsman. If you play trivia here tonight, you're going to win a smoking prize.
Yes, we are. We have 6.
Yeah.
We're filling a lane to Midtown Bowl. 6 individual passes to go bowling at Midtown Bowl.
Yeah. So we should say this again, like we do most times. We pre-recorded this in the afternoon. We always around 2, It's 2:20.
2 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Yeah. So it's just after 2. Because we are going to be at the Typo Press grand opening.
Yes, it's actually 3D Forge Works' grand opening and the grand opening and then grand reopening of Typo Press printers.
Yeah,
they share the same spot, 159 Pine Street South, and again, that's on till it's on now till about 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, so we're gonna be over there. So when we do these pre-recorded things, broadcasted live, all you got to do is comment. Guess an answer. Unfortunately, you can't help Kinsman. He's going to need it for sure. And random winner wins the 6 prizes.
6 passes to Midtown Bowl. That's an entire lane. We are filling up 1 lane for Nat and you to have some fun at Midtown Bowl.
Rock and roll.
Yes.
So food and beverages.
Or should you say rock and bowl?
Rock and bowl. I like that better. Now we're on food and beverages.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, we've done trivia 3 times now in the last couple weeks. Your first performance was satisfactory. Then you went to like a disaster.
Well, disaster. And here's the fun part. When we do these pre-recorded trivias, I don't get help from the audience because the audience is watching now at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No audience. So this is I'm on my own here.
Yeah.
So let's see.
It's going to be
food and beverage. I should get some.
Oh,
of
yeah,
these.
You think some?
You would think.
How many out of 10 do you think you're going to get?
10 of them. I'm going to say maybe 7.
Oh, you are a dreamer, my friend.
I'm leaving 3 for I guess not getting.
On average, how many grapes does it take to make a 750 milliliter bottle of wine?
Here's one of those.
300.
Here's one of those dashes now.
400, 650. Or 1,000. You have no clue.
Yeah, no clue.
I don't see you as a wine drinker.
No, I can't pan the audience. We drink a lot of sangria.
Right. Well, it's sort of a wine. I'll give you that.
Kind of a wine.
Yeah. I like a white wine. I do love my white wine. I did know the answer to this before. Well, I presented these questions. I know because I know the answers now, but I knew it beforehand. Okay. How many grapes
does it take to make a 750 ml bottle of wine? I'm gonna say 400 B.
400 B?
Yeah.
All right. Random guess, right?
That's just a random
guess. You're right.
I got it.
Wow. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm reading the labels on the sangria bottles. 400. Good guess. Yeah. That. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good guess.
What was the first American fast food chain to be opened in China? McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, or KFC? And on an extra note, do they have a traffic light for KFC like we do?
I don't think so.
Only we do in Timmins.
I don't think so. But out of the 4, I am going to say with billions and billions served, McDonald's sign, I remember growing up seeing the billions sign. I'm going to say McDonald's was the first to ever open in China.
You're growing up, you saw the billion sign.
The billions, over a billion served.
I saw a picture where I saw the McDonald's sign on Mars. So if there's a Mars question coming up, you may want to think McDonald's.
What one person served?
One person served,
One
and
rover
you are
served.
completely
it's
wrong.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
KFC.
I tried to lean you that way with a hint.
With the traffic light.
Did you know we have a traffic light for KFC?
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's used for the snowmobiles, but in the wintertime, it's used, or I guess in the summertime, it's used just for the cars there. Turning left out of KFC.
So you said I get no help, and you felt bad for yourself, and I tried to give you help,
me a lob
and
ball,
you rebooted it.
And I ignored it. All right, so I'm 1 for 1.
No, you're 1 for 2.
1 for 2 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be perfect 1 for 1. Which liqueur is not included in the making of a Long Island iced tea? Rum, whiskey, gin, and vodka. And I'm going to assume you look like a Long Island iced tea drinker. You drink those? I drink them.
No, I've had them. Not my preferred drink of choice in the summer.
Too sugary?
Yeah, a little bit too sweet.
Okay.
Let's see here. The Long Island iced tea. Obviously you need the vodka, you need the gin. Rum sounds okay. I'm gonna there's no whiskey in those Long Island iced tea. I'm going to say whiskey B.
Whiskey B.
Yeah.
Is not included. And the answer is whiskey.
Whiskey.
All right.
That was a whiskey situation. That was it.
Yeah, high whisk. Okay. So not bad. You're 2 for 3. I might have been wrong here.
No, doing all right here.
Now, come on now. For sure, I forgot this one's in here because you have to know this.
Okay.
What is the most common pizza topping in the United States? We're not worried about Canadians right now.
States. Okay.
The pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, or pineapple. Now, I know you're a weird. Pineapple's my favorite. I know you do. I know. You're in that.
You know who makes a good pineapple pizza? Sparks Pizza.
Okay, I'll eat pineapple from Sparks, but nowhere else. But would you say that's the most? Would you say you're in the common group?
No, common group. I'm going to say out of all 4 of those, if you've got little ones growing up here, even your boy is a big fan of the pepperoni pizza.
Yeah,
nothing beats pepperoni. I'm going to say pepperoni is the most common pizza topping in the United States.
All right, so let me toss you a lob ball and give you that.
Pepperoni,
like that was easy.
Yeah.
No need to celebrate that one. Once in a while, you get an easy one. But let me ask you this. How much of a Twinkie, do you know what a Twinkie is?
Yeah, those Twinkie treats. Consists
of air. 50%, 59%, 68%, and 72%. Now, if you asked a bag of Doritos, it'd be about 90%.
90%.
Right, but this is a Twinkie.
Okay, I'm going to say it's probably high. Because they are fluffy. You've got the cream filling. I'm going to go D, 72%.
You're going high here.
I'm going high.
Does this mean a Twinkie's low on calories? Because air doesn't have a calorie.
Air doesn't have calories.
No.
I'm gonna stick with D, 72% of air for a Twinkie.
And that's 68. You're wrong.
That was close. Close.
Wrong.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah. So in this world, that's called wrong. I think you're what, 2 for 4 now?
2 for 4. Yeah, I'm batting 50% here.
Which candy bar was named after the Mars family horse? Snickers, Baby Ruth, Milky Way, and Butterfinger. So the Mars family, you would have thought they just made the Mars bar.
Yeah.
You're wrong. They are a chocolate bar corporation.
Dynamite, dynamic chocolate corporation.
They had it figured out early there, pal. But
say Baby Ruth
would be a good name for a horse. Now,
Butterfinger, Milky Way.
I've told you to watch Yellowstone.
Mars family horse.
I don't think you've taken my advice, but you know all about horses.
Yellowstone. Yeah,
you would know all about horses if you watch Yellowstone, 1883 and 1923. You may have some insight here on what to call horses.
Snickers. I don't know if it's. I'm tossed up between Baby Ruth and Butterfinger. But then again, you're talking about Mars was named after the Mars family horse. So Mars bar, Milky Way. I'm gonna go C, Milky Way.
Okay. So
It's
things.
Snickers.
Yeah. Isn't that a good horse's name? Snickers?
Yeah.
Like horses make the sort of like a snicker.
Kind of Snickers at you.
Yeah, I figured
Snickering that I said Milky Way. I was kind of thinking it was going to be space related, being Mars. But
no, Mars as in like the Mars family.
Well, Mars family.
Yeah, who created
the
chocolate
Mars
bars.
bar and
Yeah,
Milky Way. I'm thinking it was an out of this world type of connection.
Wrong. Okay, what is the national fruit of the United States? The apple, the blueberry, the orange, or the pomegranate?
The national fruit, United States.
Yeah.
I think orange, if you were thinking southern states like Florida,
Yeah.
Atlanta area, but this is a fruit that is right across the U.S.
What is our national fruit?
I don't know what our fruit would be.
I have no idea. We're probably something like a cranberry or something.
Cranberry.
Like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe a pomegranate.
Okay.
Apple, blueberry, orange. We all have those, but pomegranate. I do believe pomegranates generate from the States. I'm gonna go D. Pomegranate for the win.
It's their national. Wrong.
No,
again.
it is the orange.
How do you know not the orange everywhere? Didn't you see that post a while ago where the company that made orange juice said made in Canada? And the Americans are like, tell me where you guys grow oranges. They're very proud of their oranges.
The national fruit.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, oranges grow on trees. Just like our cherry blossoms out here. They've got orange trees down there.
But when you go to the States, you see a lot of signs with big oranges. Okay.
Moving along here. I think I'm back below a pass.
Oh, you're below, way below. What is the only U.S. state that grows coffee beans? Florida, Hawaii, California, or New Mexico? The only state
that grows coffee beans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I gotta say they need it's a mountainous volcanoes. They need the mountainous terrain there. I'm thinking the coffee grows on the islands and the mountains of Hawaii.
Okay, that might be a good guess, and you got that one. You're
Hawaii.
You're almost up to 500.
Guy Foisey told me that one when he got back from his trip.
Guy gave you the insight.
Give me the inside scoop.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
I like that. Which fruit is used to flavor the liqueur Southern Comfort? Now, do you know what Southern Comfort is?
Yeah. It tastes like the arm of a couch.
I like Southern Comfort.
Well, it's a taste for different strokes for different folks.
So a pear,
no,
a lemon, a strawberry, or a peach. Unfortunately, recliner's not in there, so that strikes your first answer.
Not in there.
Yeah. So you might be wrong there.
I'm gonna say which fruit is used to flavor the liqueur of Southern Comfort.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go odd here and say the pear. A.
The pear is A.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Is it a good pear? Is it a good? No, it's
wrong
not.
Again.
It's a peach.
Right. You're. This is Kinsman wrong. Hashtag Kinsman wrong.
Yeah.
Get it.
But if you're following along at home, yelling at me because I'm getting the wrong, you get 6 passes tonight. Someone will get these 6 passes to Midtown Bowl.
So you don't drink Long Island iced teas, and you don't drink wine.
We're on sangrias.
And you don't drink Southern Comfort.
Caesars.
Right.
So we're mainly Caesars and sangria.
So you have
our place.
Sangria and a pineapple is what's on your menu.
Pineapple pizza. You can't go wrong with Hawaiian. Hawaiian pizza is the best.
I've never heard someone say that before, but okay, I take your word.
Pizza is the best.
Aside from water, what is the most consumed beverage? Tea, milk, coffee, or one of my favorites, Diet Dr. Pepper, which is a classic.
Well, I'm going to say everybody lines up for their morning, not teas, milks, or Diet Dr. Peppers. They're rolling through for their morning coffee. Brewing the morning coffee. I'm going to go out on the limb and say that Coffee C is the guaranteed win here.
The guaranteed win? You're absolutely wrong.
Whoa, it's tea.
Because you are thinking inside the Timmins box. You're not thinking like worldwide.
I'm not
So,
thinking outside the
if you live in London, England, are you outside the Tim Hortons in the morning
No,
for your
you're
coffee?
probably lined up at T Hortons.
Now, if this said, aside from water, what is South Porcupine's most consumed beverage? You would be right.
Okay, so tea.
Tea.
That is not a tea-erific answer there.
And you even guaranteed that answer.
Guaranteed. Yeah. I said coffee.
You remember
coffee's cousin.
You got to read it said world's most.
Okay, world's most consumed.
We in Canada love our coffee.
We love the coffee, but we got to think about the world here.
You do. So we're on the pulp culture. Okay. Let's do 5 of these and then take a break.
All right, sounds good here.
So I think you got 3 right there. Maybe 4.
I'm in trouble here. Pop culture.
No, this isn't your specialty at
all.
all.
It's not.
This is
not.
Things might get worse.
I'm going to go 0 for 10. Pop culture, but it doesn't matter who goes what in the comments. Yeah. Someone's going to win 6 passes to go play bowling in Midtown Bowl. That's an entire lane. We're renting you 1 lane at Midtown. That includes your shoes.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say you're going to do better than 3 out of 10.
Okay.
I think you're going to do 5 out of 10 here.
Well, let's see what happens here. Question 1.
Yeah.
Pop culture.
Oh, you're dead. What is not a name of one of Kim Kardashian's and Kanye West's children? Not a name. Psalm, North, Saint, or Angel?
Is not.
Yeah. There's no way you know
this.
I changed my mind. 0 out of 10.
I'm going to say Angel.
Right. Is not a name.
Yeah, I'm going to say A, B, and C are all names. D, Angel. That just sounds like a name that they're looking for oddball names here.
Right.
So I'm going to say D.
Let's see if you keep up with the Kardashians right off the
I'm in. Yeah, Angel would sound too correct.
You kind of scare me when you do that. Yeah, it's very aggressive.
Yes.
Okay, so
aggressive, yes.
That's a good guess. We had a good guess last time too, though, to start it off.
All right.
This is question 2. Who is Miley Cyrus's godmother? Now, do you know who her dad is?
Yeah, Billy Ray.
Okay.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Jane Fonda.
Okay.
Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, and Winona Judd. Now, you know who all these people are?
I do.
Okay.
Now, heavily leaning toward B, Dolly Parton.
Okay.
I'm going to say her godmother is Dolly.
Dolly World for 2 for 2.
2 for 2. You said I was going to do good on pop culture.
I told you were going to do better than you think.
All right.
Yeah, you're 2 for 2. Question number 3. You're dead here. Which cast member of the Jersey Shore spent 8 months in prison for tax evasion? You know these guys?
I don't know.
You don't know these guys?
Sure, I don't know.
Mike Sorrento, Ronnie Otesmago, Vinny G, as they call him, and Jenny Farley. Now, do you know what Jersey Shore is?
TV show, reality show.
Reality show on MTV.
Yeah. But I don't even know. Those names aren't even ringing a bell. I don't even know who would be tied to 8 months in prison.
Most people will say that Jersey Shore and the real world kicked off the reality TV evolution.
Yeah. Jersey Shore. And everybody tried to raise the bar after that. I am going to say Jersey Shore spending 8 months in prison. I'm going to go D, Jenny Farley.
Jenny Farley?
Yes.
And it was wrong.
Not. It's Mike Sorrentino.
The Situation.
The Situation.
You've heard that name before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
He is the Situation.
He is the Situation. He spent 8 months. Didn't do his taxes.
True story. When I was working with Celebrity Boxing, the Jersey Shore was down at the same hotel.
Hanging out with Jersey Shore.
A little bit,
Mike there. Mike was sitting at a table.
The
doing his
Situation was not.
He asked you for tax help.
Yeah.
You sent him away for 8 months.
We had lunch and a couple beverages with them.
Nice.
True story. Jersey Shore. So let's do. This is number 5, and then we'll take a break.
All
right. So I hope you know who Joe Exotic is, right? In which state did Joe Exotic, the Tiger King?
Yeah, Tiger King.
Okay, there we go.
I know him.
His Tiger Park reside. Was it Florida, Kentucky, Wyoming, or Oklahoma? Now, have you watched the Tiger King?
Haven't seen
Phenomenon.
the Tiger King. I've seen the the tabloids about the Tiger King.
Oh, how have you never seen the Tiger King?
I'm thinking though it's tied to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's down there.
Do you think
B.
You think he has a stop sign in Kentucky?
In
Like
Kentucky,
we got it for.
Might.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Kentucky Fried Chicken there. B.
Oklahoma. Things are falling apart quickly here, right? It's almost like the only reference I can think is like, imagine you had a 3-0 series lead, you got confident, and then things started to fall apart.
Don't be put the score in the comments there, because we're missing tonight's game there.
All right, so we have 5 more to go. You can regroup and recast if you want.
All right,
we'll come back with the last 5.
Last 5, and then someone's going to win 6 passes to Midtown Bowl right after this.
Let's play ball. Registrations are underway for Timmins Little League Baseball. Register online now at timminslittleleague.ca. Voted best burger and fries in 2024, the Matagami River Fries Inc. will be opening soon, located at the Mount Joy Pavilion all summer. And your final week to save up to 50% off at Canadian Tire Timmins is this Thursday with the Big Red event. Save big on almost everything in store. Sale ends Friday. Something is brewing with TFAC. Beer Fest is back for 2025, May 31st at the Mount Joy Arena. A variety of beers, spirits, wine, and more. Delicious food on site as well. Tickets go on sale starting this Wednesday. And the Timmins Multicultural Festival hits the MAC May 24th and 25th, where the world comes together for great food and amazing entertainment. This Saturday, May 3rd, come to the Matagami First Nation to celebrate 30 years of Beaverfest. Kids zones, a $5 feast, live music from 11 a.m. to 7, Indian tacos, vendors, a 50-50 draw, free shuttle, and more. All the details on the free shuttle can be found on the Beaverfest Facebook page. And 283 Spruce Street South is sold with Albert Seal and Katrina McInnes with Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. And your house could be next. Call Albert today, 705-465-3493, or Katrina, 705-465-3491. Become a Schumacher Lions Club volunteer today. They're looking for some new recruits, and you could be one of them. The Lions meet every Wednesday if you're interested in the basement of the Lions Den. And let Jessica Gervais help you find your dream home today with Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call Jessica now, 705-360-7000, and check out her listings online, Jessica Gervais at royallepage.ca. Sick of talking to automation when you call for your insurance quotes? That won't happen when you call PAIB Insurance Inc., located at 101 Pine Street South in Timmins. They've got your back and will help secure the coverage you need. Talk to a person today, 705-360-5300. Real people dealing with real people. Book your May carpet cleanings and strip and wax jobs today with DAP Cleaning Solutions. Call Andrew N for your May free quote, 705-465-3500. Residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed. Follow Mel and Mel with the We Count Talk Show. Watch for details coming up on episode number 5 coming out in May. You can email the ladies today, info@theconnectors.ca. And the Timmins Square gets set to launch the Kids Club. Comes up Saturday, May the 10th, Center Court at the Timmins Square Shopping Center. Come watch shenanigans with a family magic show with Ron Gutman. 2 free shows to attend at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Sweet Freeze Timmins is the best candy store in the North with awesome freeze-dried candy, retro candies, international candies from all over the world, and more. Stop in and browse today, 175 3rd Avenue in your downtown, or order online, sweetfreeze.ca. It's the Race to the Cup sales event at Timmins Hyundai. Get 0% on all 2024 Ioniq 5 models and get up to $11,000 off on all in-stock models. Book a test drive today, 800 Riverside Drive. Take your family to Midtown Bowl. Family deals start at $59.99 per hour and $84.99 for 1.5 hours, which includes shoe rental. Book your lane today, 705-267-3500. And for the best prices, mega deals, people are making the short drive to Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth the drive, 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. Vendor spots are now open for the Timmins Canadian Mining Expo. Happens Wednesday, June 4th and Thursday, June 5th at the McIntyre Arena. It's where the world comes to explore. Sign up today, CanadianMiningExpo.com. And come drive for Lucian Transportation. New drivers pick up a $2,000 sign-on bonus, and it's paid training. Call today, 705-360-4090. And buy now, pay later at J&R Custom Cabinets. Whatever the reno, plan it today and pay later. Inquire about no payments for 3, 6, or 12 months OAC at J&R Custom Cabinets, 1150 Riverside Drive. Design, build, enjoy. Be a vendor at the upcoming Mother's Day Market with the Downtown Timmins BIA. Happens Saturday, May 10th from 10 a.m. to 3 at the old Tweed and Hickory building. Sign up now, info@downtowntimmins.com. And join the Jackpot Time Timmins new email list today and be entered to win a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. Join today, jackpottime.ca. With more than 75 programs to choose from, your future career awaits you at Northern College. Enroll now for fall online at northerncollege.ca. She's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc., Amanda Lynn Mayhew. And put a team in today for the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming's Walk for Alzheimer's. First walk happens Saturday, May 24th at the Mountjoy Pavilion, and 2 more walks in Kapuskasing and in Haileybury on the Sunday. Register for either walk online at walkforalzheimer.ca. On the big screen this week at Imagine Cinemas, Until Dawn, Thunderbolts, and The Accountant 2. Tickets and showtimes online at imaginecinemas.com. Move those packages today with Timmins Courier Service. Locally owned and operated for over 45 years. Call Robert Champagne to move your packages today. 705-266-4285. Sign your little one up for summer camp at Camp Bickle, the finest co-ed camping facility in all of Northern Ontario. But slots are filling up quickly, so secure yours now at campbickle.ca. And if your child was born in 2021, then it's time to register now for kindergarten in the fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Book a school tour online now at ncdsb.on.ca. And congratulations to all players and teams who had fun this weekend for the season-ending PMHA 3-on-3. And it's the grand opening of 3D Forge Works and the grand reopening of Typo Press Printers coming up this Tuesday, 6 to 10 p.m. And you're invited to stop by for food and refreshments located at 159 Pine Street South. This weekend, it's the Timmins Construction Association's 2025 Home, Cottage, and Lifestyle Show. Happens at the MAC this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5, and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3. Become a volunteer with Dare Timmins. They're looking for some new recruits to help out with their amazing organization. Email Francine Dennis or Rick Lemieux today, daretimmins@gmail.com. And have you tried the new India-style pizza at Sparks Pizza? Try their new menu item this week. Topped with tikka masala, cheesy mozzarella, sweet corn, red and green onions, chunks of paneer, touched with oregano and some basil. Get yours online today at sparkspizza.ca or dine in person, 206 3rd Avenue.
So we are back with the final 5 questions.
Final 5.
Now,
will I go 5 for 5, 0 for 5, 1 for 5? I'm confident maybe 2 or 3 out of 5 on the final 5. How many 5s can you say?
You just covered every number. You covered every basis.
Every scenario.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
If you were on CBC covering last night the elections, you'd be like, well, here's how it can go, folks. The Liberals can win, or the Conservatives can win, or the NDP might sneak in, the Green Party, or the Conservatives. At least you made everyone happy.
Broadcasting when it was election night was like snooze fest.
I found it. I got to give it to Canadian politics. This was a pretty interesting election because usually we're dull compared to the Americans.
Yeah.
I thought we were right up there in terms of like intensity and entertainment.
Keeping up with the votes. And,
yeah, I watched the whole cover.
We were just chatting during the sponsor reel there.
Yeah. I went home and watched that
election
2:30 in the morning.
Conspiracy theories out there already.
Yeah. Well, that always
ballots
comes.
Never made in there. Yeah. People stealing ballot boxes. Oh, man. So much out there.
But I watched it to 2:30 in the morning. Shows you how exciting I am. But
who was up there with you, Hudson or Ella?
Yeah, they all were
watching the elections.
They're like, Dad's so exciting watching the CBC News coverage. Okay, so this is question 6 now. You know who Elizabeth Taylor is?
Elizabeth Taylor, yes, I do.
Okay, she was married multiple times.
Yeah.
or maybe only 2, which is answer A, 3, 6, or 8. How many times was Elizabeth Taylor married?
I remember hearing. I've heard this name, Elizabeth Taylor, tied to numerous relationships. So I'm going to say 8. I'm going to say she's right up there. D.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Lots. She's a glamorous, was a glamorous star. Decades ago there.
Decades ago.
Wore the big.
No one could put up with her.
Elizabeth Taylor made the big sunglasses famous for that trend. You're laughing, but it's true. It's true. Here's something right up your alley.
Yeah, well, the first to market. What is that?
I think when I put these
COVID-19
questions together,
vaccine.
I asked you this one, so you should get this one.
All right.
You remember COVID?
I do. Yeah.
There was vaccines. Which was the first to hit the market? Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, or Astrada? I've never even heard of
AstraZeneca.
Oh, you know all of them, you nerd. Yeah, you should ask this question to me.
Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, or AstraZeneca.
Never seen the Jersey Shore, but you could sure whip through these vaccines.
Go through my COVID vaccines.
How many
jabs
of
these have you got in your arm?
You must have one of each one. But who is the first to hit the market to make the big money?
I'm going to say Moderna for A.
I think that's a safe answer, but you're
no,
wrong.
it's Pfizer. Shay.
Oh, you're about to drop a nasty bomb. This isn't the roast, pal. This is the we're back to the bubble gum.
I'm up Shiite Creek without a paddle. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Which celebrity has dressed up as a peacock, a butterfly, and a worm for Halloween? Kim Kardashian, Heidi Klum, Katy Perry, Paris Hilton. Katy Perry just back from space.
Yeah. Well,
so
can you call that space?
Yeah, she went up.
They went to the outer edge of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They didn't quite hit space. But they went for a nice 10-minute ride.
Who would be fun at Halloween and dress up in all these types of different animals and insects?
Say, back in her crazy days, I'm going to say Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton?
D. Yeah.
From the Hilton family? Is wrong.
It's Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum, yeah. Ooh. You have to think like who she has a few children and she's had years of having young children. Makes a little more sense. But Kim Kardashian would have been a good bet also.
Yeah. But, not Paris Hilton, though. So Heidi Klum.
Okay.
For 3. I'm
this
not doing
one,
too well here.
No.
I'm 0 for 2. Right.
Which Real Housewife star received the highest paying salary, $2.85 million per season, of all the housewives? Bethany, Lisa, Nene, or Teresa? Now, an interesting fact here: Teresa Giudice, her ex-husband Joe, is in celebrity boxing. Now, The Real Housewives, very popular show in the States.
It is.
I don't think I'm safe to assume you've never seen it.
No, I haven't seen an episode of this.
Okay.
So, $2.85 million. This is a complete guess. Yeah. I'm going to say A, Bethany Frankel.
Bethany, a complete guess.
A complete guess.
Because your luck ends now.
No, it's Nene Leakes.
Nene Leakes.
Leakes. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That one at the Selects Trivia, which I think this is the last group of slides we'll have from that. No one got this. So you would be in safe company.
I'm right in some safe company.
I think this is number 5, right? This is,
I think 4, isn't it?
Okay.
There might be one more.
Now, you know I'm a Swiftie.
Yeah.
I love me some Taylor Swift. In which U.S. city did Taylor Swift kick off her Eras tour? Glendale, Las Vegas, Houston, or Dallas?
What U.S. city did she kick it off?
The biggest tour of all time.
I'm going to say Houston, Texas.
Right. The Eras tour. There's no going back. If you missed it, you missed it.
On the launch pad from Houston, Texas. Let's see.
The greatest live performance I've ever seen, Kinsman, when it was in Toronto, but it kicked off in Glendale.
Glendale, Arizona. I was thinking of Glendale.
Yeah. Even at the concert, she says, started in Glendale and ended in Canada. This is the last one you're getting.
Last one.
Now, you're into politics.
Not really.
Okay.
I think we're all sick of politics.
Do you know who Joe Biden is?
Yes,
though?
Previous president.
And Yes, in 2021, in his inauguration, he had a singer perform for him.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Mariah Carey, Lady Gaga, Demi Lovato, or Adele? Who do you think would be a strong Democrat?
A strong Democrat,
right?
I'm gonna go with Lady Gaga.
Right.
B.
Lady Gaga B.
Can I at least salvage 1 out of 5?
And running on a good
Lady
note.
Gaga, yes.
Nice to end on a good note because the Leafs game is going to end on a bad note for you. So you might as well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It all comes down to tonight. If the Leafs win, Sens done for the season.
I do know that one.
You win, Sens win. It forces a Game 6 Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be finding out who's winning what when we get back from the Typo Press Printers grand opening.
Or we're going to be find out
grand reopening
if I'm walking down Algonquin.
Yeah,
this week.
Yeah,
but I need a Leaf jersey.
The winner of the series, or the team that we have and are cheering for wins.
Now I'm going to have to wear your Leaf jersey.
The loser has to wear the Leaf jersey.
Yeah,
or the Sens jersey.
Now, what
if sandwich board walking down Algonquin?
What if I accidentally fall in the mud wearing your Leaf jersey, like an accidental trip? Would you be mad?
We'll put it in the wash.
Put it in the wash.
Yeah.
I'm pretty safe with my jerseys.
You fit a large?
Yeah, I squeeze it on. I sure
want to wear this hat too.
Just maybe put it through the washing machine.
We'll put it through the wash first. Okay.
But I will honor my bet. And maybe that's coming up soon, or maybe
will
not.
It happen tonight?
Yeah. So
Sens.
we should tell people maybe who joined us later. We recorded this earlier in the day because we are at Typo Press
Printers. Their grand opening or the grand reopening and 3D Forge Works.
Yeah.
At the same Typo Press building. They've joined forces at 159 Pine Tree South. So we're part of that grand opening and grand reopening celebrations right now.
So that's why this is a pre-record. So there's no traditional wheel of winning, but we will randomly select someone. Let's say they had to get at least one right.
At least
is that
get
fair?
one right.
Yeah.
And again, we'll put all the names into a hat. Mm-hmm. Will it be the Leaf hat or the Sens hat for tomorrow's draw?
All right.
We will figure that out. And someone's going to win 6 passes to Midtown Bowl. That's some good bowling right there. Include shoes. It's always a fun time at Midtown.
All right, Kinsman. We outie.
All right. Go Leafs, go.
I've seen those sleepless lights, sipped on the champagne life, New York City, high dollar tipsy, and I felt an LA sun, cruising up Highway 1, picture perfect, that red sting was worth it. I've been to some parties, seen my name on marquees, red line in a black Ferrari, in the country, but I've never been on top of this world. One look you want, girl, white Adidas on bare feet, t-shirt hiding your two-piece, angel made from makeup, wake I get on and make it, never have I ever, oh, I've never seen something like you. Seen something like you. young girl, star shooting, breathless as heaven. But I've never been on top of this world. One look you want, girl, white Adidas on bare feet, t-shirt hiding your fresh feet. Angel neath the makeup, weight I could only make it. Never have I ever, no I've never seen something like you. Seen something like you. I've been to some parties, seen my name on marquees, red line and a black Ferrari. But I've never been on top of this world. With one look you want, girl, white Adidas on bare feet, t-shirt hiding your two-piece. Angel neath the makeup, wake I could only make you. Never have I ever, no I've never seen something like you.